So, Micah Brooks just recently made a video on Tulsi, and basically he's relating to a video or a podcast made by Chapo Trap House that basically have one of their members, Virgil, like asked Tulsi a question. So, take a look at this.
We need to continue. We can do it now.
2 more questions.
How are you going to continue?
I'm going to let somebody else ask a question.
Congresswoman,
Yes.
do you consider yourself an anti-imperialist?
I consider myself a pro-American. Everything that I'm saying, everything that I'm doing comes from a place of love for our country and love for our people, and recognizing how important it is that we have unifying leadership in this country to bring people together so that we can bring about the kinds of changes we need to see. And as far as our foreign policy goes, to end our wasteful, failed policies of regime change so that we can focus on serving the interests of the American people, using the limited resources we have to do so.
A lot of Iowans said that they were kind of worried about this left-leaning turn within the party.
So, you can see that she didn't answer the question directly. She goes in, honestly goes into a talking point, I think. Like, she just went into an auto-memorize mode, and yeah, she said all that. She did say that, she wants to end this wasteful wars and limited resources, but she didn't answer the question straight on. Like, I want my candidate to answer the question straight on. Like, when he asked, do you consider yourself an anti-imperialist? I just want her to just look at him and say, yes. And that's it. Done. Nothing else to add. Finish. But she went into that, into her spiel, and basically didn't answer the question and goes into a talking point mode. I don't appreciate that, where she said, oh, I love my country, I'm a pro-American, I'm a what? And she said, oh, okay, no wasteful wars and everything. It's just, basically the sense I get from her is that, it's like she's a general, and she is still kind of like looking from America as the hawk of the world. Yeah, she's still the boss. She still look at it from the viewpoint of the military. I just imagine her as, she's a soldier, right? I mean, she's from the medic part, but I just imagine her thinking she's a general or something, and when she answered this question, she's taking from a military point of view. So she was thinking, when people ask, are you anti-imperialist? So from a general point of view, he would think, or she would think, well, I'm a pro-American. In a way, yeah, she's kind of saying, yep, I have some imperialistic viewpoint. Yeah, and that's quite disturbing. I mean, I don't think she's as bad as like the regular Democrats and the Republican, who's like Bolton, who's really want to fuck other countries up. I don't think she's that. I don't think she wants to invade Iran and all that. But she still thinks as America as the watchdog of the world. That's the sense I get from this anyway. But the thing is, okay, she also came up with a Stop Arming Terrorists Act, right? And, that's really good. And no one signed on it, right? She's doing something. No one else is doing anything. So she still leaps and bounds better than anyone else. It's just that I guess it's an answer that to me it's not a good answer. It's not satisfactory. We need a more clear, defined answer than that. She ran into a talking point. I don't really like that. But Tulsi, I support Tulsi. When she was trying to get votes enough unique donors to get to 65K. I was on Facebook trying to help her in every group, try to get people to donate. Every day I would post Tulsi numbers. We're getting there. We're getting closer, I just know that we need her voice in the debate, that she's important. And I was thinking to myself, okay, just let her, just help her to get into the debate, and she'll take it from there. At least that, show that the people, because what Tulsi is to the people is a voice. It's a megaphone for the people. And when we get her to the first debate, what we are saying to the world and to America is that, yeah, we are anti-war, and we want to end all these fucking wars. And to be honest, I don't even have a problem when she said, yeah, I'm anti-regime change, but I'm a hawk on terror. Because to me, that means that if, okay, there's no regime change war, so no attacking Iran, Syria, Iraq, that kind of stuff. But if there's some real terrorist shit happening, okay, she's gonna fuck them up. And that's fair, right? If there's some real terrorists. But I also understand that a lot of the terror that comes from all this, from the Middle East is actually started from America first. So if she's sincere about ending regime change war, there's gonna be super freaking little real terrorist acts coming from that region. The biggest terrorist right now is the United States, right? They are the one who's started this ball rolling. America is the impetus that created all this freaking problem. Not to say there are problems starting from Middle East or any other country, like, I don't know, any other Southeast Asia, everywhere, the whole freaking globe, the whole freaking earth. But right now, the main problem of war is starting from the United States. Like all these immigrants in Europe, I mean, this was a while back ago, all these immigrants moving to Europe. All this problem happened because America was fucking that region up, so they have to escape from there and shit. So, if Tulsi is sincere about ending regime change war, pretty much 99.99% of terror is gonna end, okay? So, I want and hope Tulsi is that kind of person. But when she says something like this, when asked directly, are you an anti-imperialist? And she goes into a talking point, no, I cannot accept that. That's not good at all. And I've been keeping my eye on Tulsi for a while now. Like, I really like her. She did the Stop Arming Terrorists Act. Super kudos to her. No one else did that. That's a really big up. And she also did the Clean Election Act that's gonna put like paper ballots and everything, which is really good idea. Nobody signed up for that. So these two are really high up there on my list of what's important. So I really want her to be on the third debate, and we know that DNC is fucking her up on there. I think we should make a lot of noise to get her on a third debate. Otherwise, we can't accept that anymore. It's just 2016 all over again. So we can't accept that. Have you learned nothing in this 3 to 4 years? What the fuck? We can't just let these people do the same thing and expect things will change. So those two are really good things. And she goes on the mainstream media, and she talks about anti-war stuff, right? And the people will just keep on hitting her on the same stuff. Oh, why you pro-Assad? Why you pro-Assad? Why you pro-Assad? All these are just inconsequential questions. They are not asking the right questions. All this is just freaking talking points that have been passed on for years, and they don't even care. They are not even asking her a question. They are just a freaking parrot or a tape player just asking the same question, and it's just bullshit. So at least on all this, when Tulsi is on this news channel, she does come across as being anti-war, and they are hitting her, assuming that she's anti-war or she is anti-war, right? And all these people, even on the left, like MSNBC or CNN, considered the left news, they attack her from like being from a pro-war point of view, and she's against that. And that's nothing to belittle, right? But when she answers here, I don't know, maybe she's worried about being called not pro-American and stuff, so that's why she went into that talking point. She's fearful of being judged, of being anti-American when they call her an anti-imperialist, which is sad. Really, she shouldn't, if that's the reason. And there are stuff of Tulsi that I pay attention, like about the prisoner voting rights. Like Bernie outright said, yeah, prisoners should have a voting right. But Tulsi said, no, prisoners should not have voting rights because the guards can force them to do, the guard can force them to vote for what the guard wants them to do. Basically, the warden of the prison is in control of the prisoner, so prisoners should have no voting rights. That's fucking bullshit, man. That's like, that's not solving the problem. That's like, then we should solve the problem then she should say, yeah, so we should solve the problem of making a system that won't allow these wardens and guards have the ability to control the prisoner as such. The answer is not so the prisoner don't get to vote because these are bad things can happen to them. The answer should be, yeah, so we should get rid of this problem so the prisoners can vote. But she did not say that, you know. Some would say, I mean, okay, man, Nico is gonna crucify me. Shit. And I love Nico so much, you know, like, Nico is actually like, Nico is my favorite YouTuber right now. He and Carl Kulinski. But Nico is the first on my list that I watch every day. Nico is up there. And Nico defended her on that, giving the reason why she said that and all that, you know, like what I just told you. But I would expect her to have the foresight to add up, because she just stopped right there. She said, oh, prisoners should not have voting rights because the guards can force them to vote for what the guard wants. And then she just stopped and looked at the interviewer. What? No, man. I want a candidate that would say, okay, if I respect her view, I would say, no, prisoners should not have voting rights because the guards can control what they vote for. So we need to make a system where the guards have no such power over the guards. So eventually the prisoners can vote. But she did not say that. She just like say, oh, the prisoners should not have voting rights because the guards can force them to vote whatever the guards wants them to vote. Full stop. No, that's not future thinking. That's not solving a problem. That's just stating a problem. And so because we have this problem of injustice, we shouldn't let these people vote, which is another injustice. So sometimes we have to think, you know, do we give this politician that much space of who they are, what they are? I mean, this is a really, really high standard, right? This is a really, really high standard. With other candidates, I actually don't give a fuck anymore. People like Cory Booker, Kamala Harris, Biden, Warren, I don't care about them. Not to talk about Republicans. The only Republican I like, and he's not, is Ron Paul. He's not perfect, but to me, Ron Paul is the only okay Republican. And you know what? Even the Republicans made fun of him. I remember during the last presidential debate that he was on, he makes so much sense and the whole debate stage laughed at him. I think maybe even the audience laughed at him, like he was a joke, but he made the most sense. It's like, oh, blew my mind, man. Like, Ron Paul is an actual, for me, is the only actual sincere Republican. He's a true libertarian and he's a true conservative. And the so-called conservative on the Republican Party laugh at him? Fuck, man. That shows that the Republicans are not really conservative. They're just corporators. Fuck. Where was I? Ah, shit, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, high standards, right? You know, I have high standards for our representative. Yeah, we need our candidate to represent us. And we only have the highest standard for the people that we truly believe who is speaking for our behalf. And to me, that's Mike Grewal, Bernie, Tulsi. That's it. So Mike Grewal is out already. That's all that's left is Bernie and Tulsi. So these two, I'm gonna put to the highest standard, and I will question them whenever I see something that's unclear or I hear something that doesn't seem right. I will ask them, you know, and we should ask them, right? Because it's not about them, it's about us. Okay? They don't matter, we matter, right? They are the pen, we are the voice. We say what we want, they just sign in what the fuck we want. We want Medicare for all, you sign it for us. We want free college, you sign in for us. Right? We want a Green New Deal, we say it, you sign it. That's it. The government is not a separate entity. We are the government. People are the government. The government should be a freaking small shit that's meaningless. We don't even have to like kowtow to them and like treat them like gods, the members of government. We are the kings in our country, not them. Don't let them rule over us, right? We rule over them. So that's why we have every freaking, no, it's not even have a freaking right. We shouldn't even frame it like that. They just do what we say. That's it. The people is the boss, not politician. No one is below reproach. No one is above reproach. No one is above the people. So we need to make sure that our employees are on the straight and narrow. Okay, we are the boss, they are the employees. They are public servants. So, and, oh yeah, basically, I really trust Tulsi. Some stuff she's doing that I'm not so sure. Maybe it's just who she is, right? All I care is you're sincere. And you just tell us how you think exactly. Alright? And that's cool. You can have different opinions, but I just want you to be sincere. So, yeah, that's why I have the highest standards for Tulsi and Bernie. And I put them at the highest bar. That's the reason why, I make this kind of video to share and to show people that we have the right to question them. So maybe I hope that Nico House can interview her and ask her about this. And if while he said it, maybe he can ask about the prison stuff also. I mean, he explained it for her before about the prison stuff, that why the prisoners should not have voting rights. And I think on other occasions he said that he talks directly to the campaign. So maybe it's what the campaign told him what she means. But I still need to hear from her own mouth, right? If for nothing else, it's so that people can finally close this chapter on this type of shit. That because she is the most important person on this. Let's not even get into the anti-BDS bill. I don't agree with her there also. She should have just abstained. Nico also said the same. But okay, that's another thing. Tulsi, I want her to get on a third debate. And I'm still keeping a close eye on her. Overall, I still like her. And we need to do something to get her on third debate, okay? Even with all this, I want her on a third debate. And the number one thing we should focus on is how to get her on a third debate. Right? Thanks.